Hey guys, it's Jennifer and today I'm doing a really exciting video because I'm going to be talking about how to start a YouTube channel, and a bunch of you have been waiting for this video and here it is today. And I will leave the times to which each section starts down below so that you can skip to a specific section if you don't want to watch the entire video. Oh, I'm wearing the same shirt as I was when I was doing my how I edit my YouTube videos video, so it's kind of like a tradition, like YouTube related videos are like this shirt. So there's also another thing that is pretty important, and that is that we hit 50,000 subscribers today, and that is literally such a huge milestone because it's halfway to 100,000, and I am so excited. When I found out that I hit it, I was like, that is just so amazing, and I could not thank you guys enough. But without further ado, let's get started. So when you do create your YouTube channel, the first thing you will need is a channel name. And a channel name does not come easily. I took my time to make a creative channel name and kind of represented what my channel was about and who I am. Don't make it up in like 5 seconds because you will regret it. I think YouTube has changed its rules, so I think you might be able to I believe you can change your channel name, but I think it's not as free. So when you do create your channel name, make sure it's something catchy and maybe it has something to do with what your channel is about so that people can actually remember your channel name. And also, before you even create your channel, you should ask yourself why you are making your channel in the first place. If the answer is because you want fame or money, you should not create a channel. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of hours to edit and film one single video, and it won't feel fun. It'll just feel like a task that you have to complete every how many days, and it will just feel like a burden, and people will recognize that you're not being sincere with your videos. So I would definitely not recommend making a channel if that is your destination, or that is your goal. So the next section is channel content, and this is basically what kind of videos are you going to make. So my section is kind of like a lifestyle, DIY, that kind of thing, but there are so many different options that you can choose from. You can go into the music or the beauty, fashion, baking, tech. There are so many options, really. So whatever you're passionate about, go for that and make videos about it. If you are interested in more than one area, you can make multiple channels if you want. You can also just put all of your videos on one channel, but there is one thing you should remember is that not all of your viewers will know what's happening, because let's say you usually post beauty videos and then you randomly post a gaming video. People will really be confused and they might give you some hate for that, so definitely try to clear that up before doing that so that people don't get confused. But other than that, go ahead and do whatever you want with your channel. Now going on to the camera options that you have, and I will insert a clip of what my camera looks like. This is the Canon Rebel T3i, and I absolutely love it. It is way better than my old camera. I just have the kit lens on. I definitely think it's a really great lens if you're just starting out with this camera. I don't think you need to go out and buy a lens right away because, I mean, this lens is pretty good. I know some people say that it's really bad, but I'm pretty happy with it. And I am thinking about getting a new lens because I feel like amping up my quality, because the body doesn't really matter, it's just the lens that matters. So the camera that I used to use is this camera, and it's just a regular point and shoot camera. I know it looks kind of fancier because of this little lens thing. And this is the Canon PowerShot SX500IS, and I will leave the name down below. So point and shoot cameras are a great option if you're just starting out. This one shoots in HD in 720p. I used this up until I believe June. That got me to I think like 10,000 subscribers. That just proves that you don't need a DSLR to go far on YouTube. And point and shoot cameras usually range from 90s to a few hundred. I believe mine was about $100, which is not expensive at all for a camera that got me to 10,000 subscribers. So another option that you have is your phone. So I know some cameras are really great at camera quality and all that stuff. One brand in particular I know is the iPhone, and their camera is always so good. So if you have an iPhone, you can definitely start out with that, because sometimes I even use an iPhone to shoot my videos, and I will insert a clip right now. Yeah, so this is what I used to film that, and iPhones actually have slow-mo options, so that is also really useful. So along with your camera, I think you should also get a tripod, because tripods are really useful. You can just stand them there without having someone to help you film. This is what my tripod looks like. I am not sure how much a tripod costs, because I got mine free with my point and shoot camera. I'll just leave the name down below if you want to check it out. All I know is that you should get a tripod because they're really, really useful. So lighting is kind of a hard thing to achieve for me, because where I live, most of the times it's rainy or cloudy. Right now, I am really lucky to have such good lighting. Today is Saturday. This is the third time I filmed this video because of the lighting. I'll show you what the lighting was like when I filmed it previously. Yeah, this is what it looked like, and I was going to use this. Today I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, the lighting is so good. How come it couldn't come earlier when it was like Wednesday when I actually filmed it? But it had to come on Saturday. So there are a couple of options you have for lighting. You can have natural lighting, which I am using right now. My window is just open and my blinds are up. And you can also use artificial lighting. So in my opinion, natural lighting is the best lighting that you can get, because the sun makes everything bright and colorful. So I know a lot of people say that you do not need to go out and buy artificial lighting, but unfortunately not all of us live in a place where it's always sunny. I live in Canada, so right now we are going into fall and winter, and the sun is just not coming up as often. And as you saw in that video, it didn't look that nice. So I find that I do need to get artificial lighting. I have ordered some studio lights that haven't come yet, and I do plan on using them. So I think you are the best judge for your own situation. If you have a lot of sun in your area, I wouldn't recommend buying studio lights, because if you have enough sunlight, then you don't need lights. And if you're just starting out, I don't think you need artificial lighting, because artificial lighting is kind of harder to use. And a lot of people think that lighting is super expensive, but the lighting that I got, I think it was $47. You can get expensive lighting once you are more familiar. Oh my gosh. Once you are more experienced with YouTube, but for now I'm just getting a cheap pair of lights. Editing, I think, is really important, because everyone's just getting so much better at it and getting a lot more creative, so editing can really amp up your quality. I use iMovie, and I actually have a whole video dedicated to editing already up on my channel, so if you guys want to check that out, click my face right now, or I will leave a link down below and you can check that out later. In that video, I show you guys a bunch of editing tricks and what kind of programs you can use if you have different computers, like Windows computers, and a whole bunch of stuff just dedicated to editing. So you guys have been asking me how I fix my colors and make my picture brighter and everything, so I will show you guys that in iMovie right now. So first I'm going to click the clip that I want to fix and I press adjust and click on the paint palette. Then there are a bunch of buttons that you can slide to make darker or brighter, and that is the reset button. And then I just play around with them until I get the effect that I want. So usually I make it a bit brighter just by pulling those two buttons, and this button actually makes the saturation go up or down, which means that the colors will be more or less, and this button just controls the blue and yellows if you want to do that. Now I'm going to be talking about how to get views on your videos. The more videos you have, the more chance of people actually seeing your video. So some of the popular videos that you can make to get more views are DIYs, DIY room decors, room tours. Another way to get views and subscribers is to use your social medias. So if you already have a lot of friends on Facebook or followers on Twitter and Instagram, then you can totally just link your video on your social medias and people will see that and they will go to your channel. So using the description bar and the tag section is also really important for getting views. If you don't fill those out, then YouTube has no way of finding out what kind of video you have made. You really don't know how people are going to word it, so just type all the phrases and words that relate to your video in the tag section, and also in your description box at the end I would make a section titled keywords. It will make it easier for YouTube to find your video and put it at the top of the page. Next, we're going to be talking about spamming. So spamming is basically when someone advertises themselves on someone else's video, and okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've done this before when I was really tiny, like 12 subscribers, something like that, but I didn't do it a lot. I just did it maybe like 2 or 3 times. Through spamming, only those kind of like sub for sub people are going to subscribe. So if you want loyal subscribers, it's not going to happen by spamming. I mean, I know that it's really hard to get subscribers, but spamming kind of only provides a foundation to your subscriber count. It won't get you to like a few 100,000 subscribers. So spamming is something kind of iffy. If you don't have to do it, definitely don't do it. Now is the section that most of you have probably been waiting for, and it is how to use music in your videos. So first I'm just gonna start out with the basic level, which is finding copyright-free music. A great place to start is the YouTube's audio library, and that place has a great selection of music. I've actually used a bunch of their music before. They have a whole bunch of different genres. I will leave the link below. And on the internet you can find royalty-free music, which means it's copyright-free, and a couple of sites that I would recommend is incompetech.com and danosongs.com. But I know that a lot of you guys want to improve your music in your videos because a lot of the popular YouTubers use copyrighted music in their videos. So there are 2 things you can do. One is find a remix that is not copyrighted of the song that you want to use, and I find those on YouTube just by searching up the title name and then writing remix after it. You just choose the one that you want and make sure it's not copyrighted, and then you ask the author for permission, and if they say yes, then you can use it in your video. But if you want to use the original song, all you have to do is just use under 30 seconds of it. It's harder for YouTube to detect your music. If you are just starting out, I wouldn't recommend using popular songs in your videos just because YouTube catches you more easily, and once you get more subscribers, it's easier to get away with using copyrighted songs. To monetize your video means to make money from your videos, and to monetize your videos are really simple. I will leave a link down below to a video where you can watch how to monetize your videos. And after you can make money from your videos, there are these things called partnerships, and right now I'm just partnered with YouTube, and that is the simplest you can go because you're automatically partnered with YouTube when you monetize your account. But there are so many networks on YouTube that you can join. There's Style Hall, Machinima, Maker Studios, 17, Awesomeness TV, the list goes on and on and on. Don't just jump on the first opportunity you get to join a network because most of those networks are probably not very good. The reason why I'm not partnered with a network is because I've talked to some people and I've done my research about some of the networks here on YouTube, and I found that a lot of them don't really do anything for you. They don't benefit you. When I was a smaller channel, I was like desperate to join Style Hall because everybody was partnered with Style Hall, but just because everybody's partnered with it doesn't mean that you have to. I think it's better to join them when I have a bit more subscribers. When you sign the contract, usually it's for, 1 or 2 years, and if in the middle of it you find out that you don't like this network, you can't get out of it. I'm not saying don't join a network, I'm just saying do your research before you join a certain network. So I will just end on that note, and I hope you guys enjoyed this super long yet hopefully informative video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you still have any other questions because I would love to answer them. If you guys have enough questions or if you guys want me to, I will do a part 2 to this video. And subscribe if you haven't already or if this video helped you out. And that's about it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!